afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the National Cycling Centre here in Manchester. We are here for the FA National Futsal Series, Tier 1 game, Manchester Futsal Club taking on Maidenhead United Futsal. That game is kicking off at 2:30. We are ready for some futsal action here this afternoon.
she go, I go, we roll, we go. Flying over cities down to Rio, Rio. Love that I feel. Nothing lasts forever, but I'm down for the minute, so just chill. Wherever she goes, I go, we roll, we go. Flying over cities down to Rio, Rio. Love that I feel. Nothing lasts forever, but I'm down for the minute, so just chill.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're counting down to kick off here at the National Cycling Centre. The FA National Futsal Series is in town. Manchester Futsal Club taking on Maidenhead United Futsal. Kick-off coming up at 2:30. NFC. If you'd like to make your way over to Nicholas with the red top on, make your way out of the steps and down the tunnel to Nicholas. He'll get you lined up. Okay, Manchester, we're getting closer to kick-off here at the National Cycling Centre. Big game today. Two unbeaten teams within the FA National Futsal Series go head-to-head here at the National Cycling Centre. We are 10 minutes from kick-off here, building up nicely. Manchester, it's all best game time here at the National Cycling Centre. Our team's going through their final preparations before kick-off. We are counting down, 5 minutes to go.
guns in my hand.
Okay, Manchester, we are counting down to kick off here at the National Cycling Centre. Our players are preparing themselves in the tunnel. Kick off is minutes away. Manchester, please show your appreciation for today's teams, Manchester Futsal Club and Maidenhead United Futsal.
Sunday is futsal day at the National Cycling Centre. Right here, right now, you've got to love these double headers. In our first game, two of the big guns, Manchester up against Maidenhead. Should be an absolute cracker in Tier 1 of the National Futsal Series. Here at the National Cycling Centre, the two sets of players just poising for the pre-match. It's Remembrance Sunday, so we will observe a 2-minute silence in appreciation of fallen heroes. Gets you every time, doesn't it? Poignant, powerfully observed as we salute those who've died so we could live on Remembrance Sunday. On to the action then, and it promises to be quick, slick and fast-paced as always. Manchester in blue, Maidenhead in the black and white stripes and red socks. Teams with identical records in the league, unbeaten, second and third, 10 points taken from the first 3 matches with 3 wins and a draw, and only Bloomsbury ahead of them. Starting for Manchester, keeper Miles, Chadwick, Jeffrey Adebafor, Jordan Edge, Scott Thompson and Thomas Unjatovic. As for Maidenhead, their keeper Ben Lazarus, their other starters Seth Burkitt, Harry Tozer, Philip Lamp the skipper and Braden Lissington. Remember, it's 2 halves of 20 minutes, the clock stopping when the whistle's blown. They are the rules: 15-minute half-time, 1 timeout each per half, and if you accumulate more than 5 fouls, you do concede a penalty from the second penalty mark 10 metres out, and that goes back to naught, the foul accumulation in the new half. The referees, Carl Jones and Jonathan Bruffel. The teams in the huddles. This should be a really good contest, and love the way they've got the sound system here with the DJ playing the tune, just making a sense of occasion out of these fixtures. And it's a long team talk for Maidenhead. Their head coach Richard Oxley, assisted by Sam Masterson. The Manchester head coach is also a player, Sam Richardson, assisted by Ilya Ovechkin and Jans Crummins, who's one of the subs as well. Team manager Simon Wright, and on-playing coach. Just going through the pre-match rituals. We've mentioned the starters. Obviously the subs will have an important part to play. Very fluid situation, and it really is a squad game. All smiles now, but now they've got the game faces on, that is for certain. Off we go then. It's Manchester and Maidenhead underway in the National Futsal Series, and it's Maidenhead in their black and white stripes on the ball, trying to get something going. Lissington spreading the play over to the right, who's got 5 goals in 4 appearances in the league, so they'll look to him perhaps for a bit of firepower. Slotted by the Manchester number 12, Thomas Unjatovic. Scorer already this season, and here's a shot driven in by Lance, wearing the armband for Maidenhead. Sure, he'll be leading by example. Good block by Adebafor. And Maidenhead patient. Lissington just can't quite pick out the pass he wants for Seth Burkitt, who started every game. Unjatovic. Good, accurate passing, as you'd expect from 2 top-level teams in Tier 1. Maidenhead 5-1 against York, 3-3 with Derby, 4-2 over Wessex and 4-2 against Hartpury. So they've got goals in them. They've got a goal difference of +8. Manchester +9. That's all that separates them in the table. Are we going to get an early goal, I wonder? We saw Manchester win 4-0 there. Last game here a few weeks ago. Referee blows his whistle. Is he going to play it for Adebofor? He is. Here's the number 7. He'll try one on his left. What a stunning goal. The opener is an absolute cracker. Manchester's number 7 in 7th heaven in the first minute of the game. Jeffrey Adebofor, take a bow. That was sensational. Left-footed right into the top corner. No chance for Ben Lazarus in goal. And if that has set the tone, then we are in for an absolute treat as Adebofor breaks the deadlock in absolutely stunning fashion. Manchester 1 goal to the good. And what an absolute rip snorter. Can't have been able to hit that better if he tried it another 20 times, Adebofor. It opened up for him, he made the most of the space. What have Maidenhead got in response? It's back with the man of the moment, Adebofor. And a good little turn there. Might be another one. Decent save though. Could have been 2. Scott Thompson, who also, like Adebofor, scored in their 4-0 win over Loughborough. But that was saved well that time. Lazarus, who is a good keeper, making himself large. Bright start from the hosts. Adebofor again. And it's wide this time from Unatovic, but really bright and breezy from the outset. So can they build on their early advantage? They've scored, they've had other chances. Adebofor, you'll not see many more powerful, unerring drives high and happily for him into the roof of the net. He's Jolly Jeffrey at the moment, no doubt about it. Light in the touch paper with a quite spectacular opening of the scoring. Manchester all smiles in this top of the table tussle, 2nd and 3rd. Bloomsbury above them with 13 from 5, but whoever wins this will go to that mark themselves, as that's swept up well by Harry Tozer. 4 goals in his 4 league appearances, so he'd expect to get on the score sheet. Lant with a high looping ball. Stapleton waiting to come on. He was brilliant in our last live stream of the game here against Loughborough. Scored a belting opener, and he was a problem for the opposition. So when you can bring on a sub like that, then it shows you've got a strong squad. And here he is, straight into the action, Stapleton. He tries to score, in fact he plays the pass, and it's 2. Scott Thompson was there where it mattered, and Manchester all over Maidenhead at the moment. They're making home advantage count. Fresh off the bench, the gifted Stapleton put it on a plate for Scott Thompson, who said thank you very much to his teammate. It's Manchester 2, Maidenhead 0. Manchester merry, Maidenhead miserable at the moment. Remember, it can change very quickly in futsal, but Manchester 2-0 up, and they are positively purring, clicking through the gears, playing some really impressive stuff, and you could just tell by the body language that really did affect their opponents. That second goal, James Grant has come on, gets the ball back, oh, it's given away, and it could be another. Oh well, the score of the second, Scott Thompson, twinkle toes, quick feet there. Keeper came out again, but he's been busy, hasn't he, Ben Lazarus, between the posts for Maidenhead so far. Manchester good value for this 2-0 advantage. Beaufort with a fabulous first, and then from close range, from sub, Stapleton's pass, Scott Thompson was at the back post to knock it in from just a couple of feet out. Stapleton, the official, had a good view of that as he shrugs his opponent off the ball. Was Diogo Luz, or Diogo Felipe Espirito Santo Luz, to give him his full name. He's just looking for the ball by the hoarding. So, 2-0. They need, you feel, to score the next goal of this game, the visitors. At least it's an effort there from Aaron Carter, who's also come on. 2 league goals, 1 League Cup goal, 1 NFL National Cup goal as well. So he scored in 3 different competitions, Carter. He'd love to get one to give his team some hope in this game, because they're 2 in arrears already. Manchester bossing this with 2 different type of goals. One, a good individual hit from Beaufort. The second, a very clever pass from Stapleton on the ball now for Thompson to convert. Well, they're going to go for more goals. Sam Richardson's man, he was talking about cohesion before the game, shown some cohesion and some clinical, ruthless finishing as well so far. This batter from Maidenhead. Here's Grant trying to play it back for Puria Barvand, who's played in every league match. Stapleton conducting operations from the back. He's already got an assist. Now it's with Harry. Good challenge, in fact, made on Jan Maivold, who's come on. Scored in the League Cup this season. Since we saw that 4-0 win over Loughborough live here on YouTube, they had an 11-1 win in the League Cup at York. Full of goals, this Manchester team. Here they go again. Good save by the legs to foil Jan Maivold by Lazarus. If it hadn't been for Lazarus, this would be 4 or 5 already for Manchester. Swarming all over Maidenhead. Dominant stuff on this Sunday afternoon with the Manchester Bees in action later. Stapleton! Good pile driver. More brilliant goalkeeping by Lazarus. He's made some fantastic saves already, but the shots have been raining in on the Maidenhead goal, and he wanted to get in on the act there. Stapleton, as that is hit over by the same player. Well, he's had 2 good long rangers now. 1 saved by the keeper at the near post, 1 smashed over the bar. Well, just past the 5-minute mark in this first half of 20. It's been all Manchester. There'd been the odd foray from Maidenhead, but not much. Here they come again. Strong on the ball, and it's wide. Good build-up there by Maivold, and Sam Richardson will be proud of his players off the bench, the skipper and head coach, but he couldn't knock that one in, that pass from Jan Maivold. They want to stay on the front foot here, because as soon as you lose a bit of focus and momentum, it all alters rapidly in the game of futsal we know and love. Full of goals in the league and the cup. They won that last game 11-1 at York in the League Cup. They've also won 12-1 at Bolton B in the same competition, but been firing in the goals in this as well. 8-4 at York, 3-2 against Bolton, a 3-3 draw with Bloomsbury. Beat Loughborough 4-0. Now they're 2-0 up on Maidenhead and set to go marching on. Beaufort, who set the ball rolling with that glorious opener. Good little turn by Jake Barnes. Barnes! Oh, he hits the post. Could have been 3. Lazarus was beaten. He did come out to close down the angle. Well, they've hit the woodwork, they've hit it over the bar, the keeper's made saves, and they've scored twice. This has been a 5-star display from Manchester so far. Maidenhead have had no answer. I think the only relief for them will be that they've kept themselves in the game just about. And the damage could have easily been worse than Natovic. Mocked up well by Diogo Luz. Adebofor with the foul on James Graham. It's been a regular this season. Referee feeling into his notebook there, just making a mark of the foul. Remember, if you accumulate over 5, you do concede a penalty, so they are important. Just trying to build up some confidence with a few passes to maintain possession. Cut out well by Junatovic, Adebofor. Oh, and it's another one! Hitting low, and I think Junatovic has got the touch. Richardson belted one forward. Junatovic was in the right place at the right time. It's 3, and it's comfortable. They have been magnificent so far, the home side. Attack after attack after attack, goal after goal after goal. Adebofor with the first, then Thompson got in on the act, and now Thomas Junatovic from Sam Richardson's low ball. And this has been comprehensive, clinical, and simply stunning from the host. Manchester 3, Maidenhead 0. And you would have thought they would be evenly matched as they call a timeout. Not sure it's Maidenhead or Manchester who called the timeout, but they've just got to stop this flow of attacking because it's been so one-sided so far. The scoreline does reflect the dominance when you consider, yes, they've just scored the third, but Lazarus has also made 2 or 3 remarkable saves, and they've hit the post and hit a couple over the bar. First time out then of the game. Nearly 7 minutes of playing time has elapsed, and Manchester 3-0 up on their visitors. We just need a crumb of comfort. They just need a foothold back in this contest somehow. Harry Tozer and Lant, captain on the left, plays it in for Lissington. Edge. Adebofor, what a performance from him so far. Foul committed by Lissington. And great position here for Manchester, potentially to inflict some further damage. They've been inspired. Face Derby next, away, the 19th of November. For now, they need to keep their foot on the accelerator pedal. And that's another good save. Thompson played in from the set piece, hit it first time, but Lazarus was there. He has been beaten on 3 occasions though. Thompson leaves it for Edge. Unlikely angle, but it's another save. Well, they must have had double figures in terms of decent chances now. The side in blue tops and shorts and the white socks. Fantasy futsal this from Manchester. Thompson's effort blocks. Good work by Lissington, gets it back. Lissington, prominent in this sequence. Then he loses out to Edge, who showed a tenacity and determination in the tackle. Jack Woodward talking you through the action. Great to have your company. Live double header of futsal for you from the National Cycling Centre, and part 1 is going Manchester's way. Junatovic, who got the third, and he nearly got the fourth there. Another good ball played into him by the excellent Thompson. Just ghosts into the positions, doesn't he? Thomas Junatovic. Richardson's effort might have been going in actually a few minutes ago, but he made sure and got his name on the score sheet. Thompson trying to close it down and edge. That's good though from Maidenhead. Shot is deflected for a corner. Philip Lant driving upfield. Scored in League and League Cup this season, the captain. Jacob Evans, the number 31. 1 goal in 2 league appearances, will go over to gather the ball. Plays it in, and the shot is fired towards Miles Chadwick, who's not really been tested so far between the posts. Ada Beaufort, who scored the goal of the game so far, the opener. Great strike, you'll not see a better one. Always special when they fly into the top corner like he produced. Tozer, the number 4. Oh, given away to Unatovic. Tries to knock it for Thompson, but good, solid defending. Ada Beaufort. Oh, that's an important little glanced header by Lant in front of Ada Beaufort. Got forward well for Manchester. Really enjoyable stuff. It's been pulsating at times and relentless from the team who lead 3-0. Not too far from the midway point of this first half. 2 periods of 20 minutes with the stop clock, of course, being used every time the ball is out of play. Lant. Since the timeout, they've been better, so whatever was said when they got into the huddle has had an effect. They've just disrupted the balance of power slightly. Stapleton comes on for Ada Beaufort, hoping for another effective burst. You always are expecting him to instigate something. Danny Stapleton. Evans. But just not quite happening for Maidenhead as Harry Tozer ran into a cul-de-sac. Manchester have explored opposing avenues much more effectively, but they're going to have to deal with this situation. And a set piece for Maidenhead. Free kick. Harry Tozer to take it. He's got Lant available. Philip Lant. Good work by Thompson. His positioning was perfect. Forward by Lazarus. Remember, no offsides in futsal, if you're wondering, because obviously both of second and third goals for Manchester had the scorers very close to the keeper after the through balls. Stapleton sliding, got to be careful on the hard surface, but he's got a full array of abilities required for being a top futsal player. It's been much calmer and less eventful since the timeout. Thompson scored the second goal. Here they come, but Unatevic's touch let him down. Good reverse pass this. Oh, and almost one back. Philip Lant getting forward well. Played it infield, not sure whether he intended it as a shot or a cross. Straining to get there was Jacob Evans, but it eluded him. Great to have your company on what's been a good day for Manchester so far. An outrageous long-range attempt trying to catch out Ben Lazarus, who, yes, his team are 3 down, but he's kept them interested with a number of saves. Lant for Tozer. Lant stroking the pass. No foul by Stapleton. Says the official patrolling that line. Tozer. Lant. Tozer again. This is better from Maidenhead. They're showing why they've started the season so well. Been stubborn and solid of late, and have just started to pose a few more pertinent questions. Stapleton. Oh, now this could be a chance. Good save. Stapleton on the follow-up. First it was Maidenhead, and then Stapleton with the second chance. Into the second quarter of this contest. 2:30 kick-off at the National Cycling Centre, Manchester. And the home team 3-0 up. Stapleton. And Edge. Stapleton again. Maidenhead quite happy with the advantage, just to sit on the lead, enjoy themselves, make their opponents chase the ball, and they got another one. Beautiful delivery, floated in, and Thompson has his second of the afternoon. The team in the huddle showing the togetherness. They've been slick, they've been effective, they've ticked all the boxes so far, and Maidenhead just haven't been able to respond. A fourth goal for the home team, and a second for Scott Thompson, who's really been in the mood. Beaufort and Unatovic with the others, and they're running away with this now. 4 up, and you'd say it does them justice as well, the scoreline. The blue shirts superior in every sense. Very quiet afternoon so far for their keeper, Miles Chadwick. Well, scored 4 in the game we saw against Loughborough here, and you'd have to say you'd be surprised if they were restricted to 4. Maidenhead just haven't got going. Stapleton. Thompson wants a hat-trick. Tried to play the pass that time, but it was a really good... Yeah, we had a great strike from Beaufort, but all the other goals have come from excellent cross-pitch passes. And then you've had the opportunism of the player. All 3, actually, they've been very similar. Goals 2, 3 and 4, with the good ball in, converted from close range. 2 by Thompson and 1 by Unatovic. Well, I don't think we expected it to be quite so one-sided, given the pedigree of the two teams. Maidenhead up against Bolton next Sunday, then Newham Baku in the Cup on the 26th of November the following Sunday, but they've got to do some defending here, and Thompson denied by the crossbar. Would have been a tremendous treble for Scott Thompson. He would have been hankering for the match ball had that been just below the bar. As it is, the carpentry comes to the rescue for Maidenhead, but there hasn't been much respite for them. Thompson within a whisker, so close to getting his hat-trick. But they have hit the bar once, the post once, and also forced good saves from Ben Lazarus. 4-0, might have been 8 easily. Chadwick gets involved. Thompson loses out this time. It could be one back. Tries the back heel. Does James Grant. Didn't come off. And they still trail. It's a convincing, commanding advantage. Manchester looking serious. Title contenders. Maidenhead have been good so far this season and all of last, as Sam Richardson was saying pre-match. Got Manchester B and Liverpool waiting in the wings for a Tier 2 North clash. This is Tier 1, and they have been top tier in every sense of the phrase, haven't they? Manchester so far. Richardson's come on from time to time just to check on his team, and he has contributed himself. He's got an assist to his name already, the number 10. And well, they've executed the game plan to perfection. They work very hard on preparations, and they're doing it. on the day that matters, match day. (4-0). It's been a very enterprising opening half from Manchester. They want to see it out though. They won't want to allow their opponents back in. Puria Barvan and Grant for Maidenhead. This is a little bit better from them. And Carter, 2 league goals. Wants to add to those, but there have been very few opportunities for them. Visitors have the ball back though. Could this be one for them? No, and he's required to make a save, and he does it to good effect. Chadwick, Aaron Carter, hammering it low, but he was watchful and vigilant there, was Chadwick, and used his legs to good effect. But that will give them some encouragement. The black and white stripes have been second best so far, but at least an opportunity there. Good block by Richardson to get in the way of Carter's effort again. So Carter at least is hitting the shots in towards goal. Having a decent spell, but you need to score in your good spells in futsal. The thing is, we've talked about some of the high-scoring games this season. You're not out of it at 4-0 down, definitely. But it's going to be difficult for them against a very well-drilled, well-organised outfit who are always looking like getting a goal themselves. And they've hit 4 times. Also struck the frame of the goal twice. Once the post, once the bar, as well as some good shot-stopping prowess exhibited by Ben Lazarus in the Maidenhead goal. Chadwick did make a save moments ago, as you saw, the number 13. As we edge towards the interval. Adebayor loses out for once. Doesn't happen very often. Two-player wall of Adebayor and Richardson did its job. Thou shalt not pass. They've been obdurate as well as outstanding in attack. And it comes again, and away by Edge. Richardson, the outlet, Adebayor. 5 minutes left of the first half. Another shot from Richardson, well repelled by Carter. Oh, and here's another effort, and Unatovic waiting again for the shot driven in, trying to help it into goal, but Lazarus was there. He's already scored from very close to the goal. Unatovic, the 3rd for Manchester in a memorable first half for them. Well, the score's right, bottom left. Not sure what's going on with the time, but I make it just over 4 minutes left of this opening half of 20 minutes. And it's been mesmerising stuff from Manchester. But Maidenhead have definitely been better in the last few minutes. Don't have anything to show for their endeavour on the scoreboard, though. Oh, that's brilliant from Richardson. Can't quite pick out the pass for Unatovic. But they've been working very hard, hassling and harrying when they haven't got the ball, Manchester. That's been as impressive as when they've had it. a good all-round display. Unatovic. Edge. Didn't get it back from Beaufort, slightly. But then that sums up the first half, really. Beaufort, having not played the pass he wanted, had the determination and appetite, hunger and desire for his team to track that and win it. So it shows they're not afraid to roll their sleeves up. Brilliant. Really good from the scorer of the first, which really was one for the highlights reel. Great way to start the scoring, and then nicely conjured remaining goals in this half as we come towards the end of it. Inside Manchester territory, Maidenhead, who are just going to have to pick themselves up, dust themselves down at the break. They don't want to fall further behind. They will feel there is still potential for them to get something here. Shot from a tight angle there, dealt well by Chadwick. It'd just put the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake, wouldn't it, if they got a fifth goal before half-time. Just got over 3 minutes of play left. Edging forward, but over went Seth Burkitt. Oh, that's a good ball for Thompson, who was always second favourite there. He never felt he was quite going to get there, but nothing's beyond him, as we've seen. A couple of goals, and he's hit the bar. Oh, that's a clever flick by Lissington, but it didn't go to a teammate. Back with Chadwick, who kept his concentration for the save, not having had much to do. Thompson. And again, Scott Thompson, who's bagged a brace. Gets it back from Edge. Thompson. Good block by Tozer. And then keeper Lazarus was there to catch. Tozer and Lant. It could be a fifth. No. Blocked the effort from Barnes. Thompson loses out. Edge goes over to make life difficult for Lissington. You can hear the squeak of footwear on playing surface. And it's Manchester who've been squealing with delight. 4 goals. Promise of more, and very much sitting pretty. Still no. The result isn't in the bag yet, though. Edge. Oh, and he's hit the bar now. Yet again, the woodwork comes to the rescue for Maidenhead. Edge firing in. Keeper was beaten, but he clatters one against the crossbar. They've actually hit the woodwork 3 times now, Manchester, as well as scoring 4. And of course, don't forget the stops from Lazarus as well. They'll feel they might have had double figures. Chances few and far between for their opponents, but maybe something here as Diogo Luz for Lant, who's kept his team going, the skipper. Crashes the shot in there, does Jake Barnes. Hit it so hard, the ball ricocheted all the way to the other end of the pitch. Brilliant hit by Jeffrey Beaufort early on for Manchester, then further goals, all from close range by Scott Thompson with 2 and Thomas Unatovic Here come Maidenhead. They want their first of the day. Aaron Carter couldn't get the goal. Good intervention, but at least they're camped inside the Manchester half. Diogo Luz for tap in. Goal tap-in, 3 tap-ins from Manchester and a goal from further out. What gives us the scoreline of 4-0. That one wide from James Grant, and that sums up the first period for Maidenhead. Had the potential of goals, but haven't shown that ruthless edge in the final third. And here's another good ball for Thompson, who's determined to get his hat-trick. Now they're having to do some defending. Oh, and it tap-in, unable to convert the chance. Good tenacity to get it towards him, but Carl Tappin shouting in anger and frustration. A yellow card for Manchester's number 4, Jan Myveld. Well, what a half that was. Thrilling stuff. Half-time at the National Cycling Centre. Manchester 4, Maidenhead 0. And a really good game of futsal. Adebayor with a stunning first. Then goals. 2 for Thompson, 1 for Anatovic. They've hit the woodwork 3 times. Chances few and far between for Maidenhead. Manchester 4, Maidenhead 0 at the break.
We'll have the half-time draw coming up shortly. Make sure you get your draw tickets ready. We've got some decent prizes today for you to all have a chance of winning. That'll be coming up in a few minutes. And then following today's game, we've got the development team will be taking on Liverpool Futsal Club. That game kicks off at 4:20 here at the National Cycling Centre. Okay, half-time draw time then. We've got a selection of futsal balls, some chocolates, and some treats for the adults as well. Let's get going. First Pokemon futsal ball. Okay, it's number 32, 3-2, number 32. That's on the back. Here it comes. This way it needs the Pokemon futsal ball. £70 on eBay apparently. £70 limited edition. I'll check his ticket again, I'll check his ticket. Okay, we go again then. Benji, give me a draw ticket. Alright, it's number 134. 134. Yes, here we go. Let's have a look, George. There we go. Pokemon futsal ball, limited edition. Alright, last one then. It's always a key. You want to win it? Okay, we got there in the end. Number 94, 9-4. 9-4. Okay, we have a winner. Let's have a look. Have a look at the ticket. Great stuff. Well done, mate. Right, okay, we move on to the other prizes after the Pokemon futsal giveaway. 1 and 3, 13. This is for the ball of Bobby. Number 13. Any takers for number 13? 1-3. Okay, redraw then. 8 and 5, 85. Let's go. Who we got? Don't be shy. 85. Any winners? Wow. Here we go. Okay, moving on. Let's go. $175. Who's having some chocolates? Young girl in the front there. Here we go. Boxer Heroes, 175. Perfect. There you go. Okay, more chocolates then. Number 11. Number 11. 1-1, number 11. Okay. I'll redraw that. Number 132. 132. And we got a winner, 132. Where's everyone hiding this afternoon? George again. Double prize winner. His dad was running the draw. Okay, some more adult prizes. 105. 105. Come on, don't disappoint. What would you prefer, Moretti, Holt? Okay, there we go. Thank you very much, sir. Last one then. Okay, 3-5, number 35. Who is our last winner of the day? Oh no. Oh no. It's not a popular choice, is it? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your fantastic support. That was the half-time draw. We'll have the second half coming right up. Okay, our players are ready back out for the second half here at the National Cycling Centre. Manchester Futsal 4, Maidenhead 0. Big second half coming up here. This is the FA National Futsal Series Tier 1. Manchester Futsal Club taking on Maidenhead United. Okay, Manchester, our teams are ready. Big second half here. Let's hear your support for the Blues. Come on.
Welcome back. False start ahead of the second half. Away we go. Manchester 4-0 up on Maidenhead. Great to have your company in our live stream. Welcome along wherever you're watching this, and fans of Manchester would be very happy with the half-time scoreline. And here he is, Beaufort, who set the ball rolling with a quite breathtaking opening goal in the first half. They scored on a further 3 occasions, as is often the case. We saw the team trailing heavily re-emerge first, whatever was said by head coach Richard Oxley, assistant Sam Masterson. They got the message across and they want a big improvement. They did get a little bit better as the first period went on. Remember, 2 halves of 20 in the National Futsal Series. This is a Tier 1 clash. Both of these sides in the league unbeaten, with 3 wins and a draw before this game. But it looks as though it's Manchester who will be continuing that record without defeat and going to 13 points in 5 games, unless there is a remarkable comeback, which we have seen before, of course. 4-0 to Manchester as Beaufort for Natovic. Thompson leaves this one for Natovic, both of whom have been on the score sheet. Natovic with 1, Thompson with 2, both from close range, and he hit the bar as well. They've struck the woodwork on 2 other occasions in a really impressive display. Natovic. And now Beaufort likes to gather deep, always a threat, as we've seen with his shooting ability. Natovic, known as Uni. Will he get the drive away? Will. Oh, one back by Thompson. And Maivold, Natovic enjoying possession, looking to continue where they left off. They'd love to make it an even bigger margin of victory. It's not a victory yet, of course. Beaufort wriggles away from his marker, then a nice reverse pass and stab shot low from Maivold, but the keeper makes the save. Thompson gathers with intent. Good challenge, though, by Lissington. And now they've manoeuvred it and lost out again. Natovic trying to play the short pass for Thompson. Weren't quite on the same wavelength. Tempting one on the break there. A long hoisted ball for Harry Tozer. Well, can Manchester keep another clean sheet? That's very rare, isn't it, to have back-to-back shutouts in league matches. They kept Loughborough at bay, and so far Maidenhead have been restricted to the odd effort. Made a couple of saves, Miles Chadwick, but nothing too strenuous before the break. Beaufort might have to do a bit of defending here, and he does it to good effect. Solid, robust, but has come at the cost of a corner for Maidenhead in their black and white vertical striped shirts, black shorts and red socks, and it's Manchester in the blue tops and shorts and white socks. Oh, that's well played. Are they going to get their opener? No, and that epitomises their day. Could easily have got a fortunate ricochet off toes of that and gone into the net. As it is, didn't know much about it, and it just deflected off his boot and went annoyingly wide for him, and grateful were Manchester there. This is much better from Maidenhead. They have had some luck. At last, they've given themselves a foothold back in the contest, and the skipper rises to the occasion. Philip Lance hit it in low, took a big touch though off the defender, and that wrong-footed the Manchester keeper Miles Chadwick. They had to get the first goal in this second half, and they have done just that. They're hoping just to sow a few seeds of doubt in the mind of Manchester, and as I've said, it can change so quickly in the blink of an eye in the futsal series, and if they got another one, suddenly they have got the momentum, the confidence to go on, but nothing Chadwick could do there. There was an element of fortune, but you'd have to say they haven't had much luck so far going forward. They have led a charmed life with Manchester hitting the woodwork 3 times, but you know, it's been a case of the nearly story, what might have been, until that moment. So it's 4-1, thanks to a deflection. No clean sheet. I put the kiss of death on Manchester there, the old curse striking, but they still have a convincing, big, healthy advantage in the game. Not quite as healthy as once it was, and Maidenhead will think, well, let's try and win the second half, and if we can get a little bit closer, then maybe it's going to be on. We're not talking great escape territory yet, but if they got the next goal, then you might be talking about something wonderful for them. Scooped ball for Barnes. Edge. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a nerve settler. They just conceded. Stapleton, what a player he is. An Edge, that was a quite outstanding ball into his path, and Stapleton was never going to miss. He gets on the score sheet, and Manchester have a 5th. High fives all round. Maidenhead scored the first goal of the half, but normal service resumed in terms of this contest, and they have the cushion of a 4-goal advantage. Stapleton emphatically, decisively and clinically into the roof of the net. Manchester 5, Maidenhead 1. And Danny Stapleton never lets you down. He was delighted, Danny. And Edge with a big pat on the back for his assist, because that was the perfect pinpoint pass, begging to be slotted home. And he more than slotted it, he slammed it. 5-1 to the home team. The goals flowing for them in the 5th minute of the second half. And I think they needed that, because Stapleton might have another one here. He's played it unselfishly. There was a foul on him as he released Sam Richardson, and whistle blown. So they have a great opportunity, a real possibility to make it 6-0 to Manchester. And is it going to be Edge? It's going to be Stapleton, maybe Richardson to hit it. Got a few contenders here. I think it is going to be Stapleton who won the free kick. Oh, good block. I think it was the wall rather than the keeper who got there. Stapleton again. The number 5 with goal number 5. What a beauty, what a finish, say Manchester Futsal Club on their X handle, formerly Twitter, and excellent social media accounts for a lot of the futsal clubs, so thanks to them for keeping us informed. But yeah, 5-1 it is. And surely there will be more goals. Tappin had a good chance at the end of the first half. The Maidenhead number 7 kept going well there. Wouldn't be brushed off the ball. Well, the level pegging since the break, but they had a 4-0 lead going into half-time. Did Manchester Futsal Club. Some very cool finishing we've witnessed so far. Edge, he'd deserve a goal. Oh, was he touched there? Feint to the body, Tappin lunged in rather clumsily, and he'll be getting himself a yellow card here. Don't like to hear people shouting off from the sidelines, really. Don't want to be played in that sort of spirit. Yeah, let's give him a yellow card. He'll take his punishment. We don't want to be encouraging people to be sent off. But Edge, brilliant. I mean, he got an assist for Stapleton's goal a couple of minutes ago, and that was just so clever. The way he motioned as if he was going to shoot, and then he completely flummoxed, confused the Maidenhead player who got himself a yellow card, conceded a free kick, and one of these days they're going to be punished further. Weren't able to score from the last free kick from Stapleton, but they'll do their level best to do so from this one. Edge, whose expertise and technical ability won the set-piece scenario. And he's going to take it. Will he go for goal? I think he'll cut it back, won't he? Yeah, for Richardson, who himself passes for Stapleton, but good defending. Manchester 5-1 to the good. Edge dancing down the left. He's given another very eye-catching display. As Jordan Edge, who scored a hat-trick from the bench from Manchester B earlier in the season. Scored in the league for this team as well, and in the League Cup, and he's having a really enjoyable day, as all of his teammates and squad mates. Edge again, brilliant individual play. Oh, that was sublime, but great save to thwart him. That would have deserved a goal. Best move of the game. Edge pulling the strings, the MC conducting operations, played the passes, got into the space, thought he'd scored, but again, good goalkeeping. Edge again, and this time he has scored, or did it go in off Richardson? I think it might have touched the number 10, but Edge, oh, he is really playing some brilliant futsal here, and it is Richardson who's awarded the goal. He didn't know too much about it, but actually the deflection was important because he's such a good keeper. I think he might have saved it. But Edge has literally done everything but score in the game. He's got 2 assists now in this half. He's don't know what he had at half-time, or what he was thinking about, what he was part of his motivation. But he's come out and he's just running the game. An assist for Stapleton, another one for a popular scorer, the leader of Manchester, Sam Richardson, 6-1. And this is devastating for Maidenhead. They're not just losing, they're losing heavily here. And this is a statement from Manchester, as if to say, look, yeah, they were unbeaten, we were unbeaten, and we're going to continue our record in the league, and we're going to do it in style. Richardson for Adebofor. And don't underestimate the importance of that early goal from Adebofor, because it set the tone. Not only the actual fact that it broke the deadlock, but it's the way he did it. It was an absolutely phenomenal hit. Brilliant strike. And I know you can watch this on repeat, and they do highlights reels at various stages, but I don't think you'll get a crisper, more powerful, more MPH on the drive than he scored it in the goal we're looking at the moment in the first half. Now he's got to do some defending at that end. But yeah, I think it's almost as if that goal for Maidenhead just focused Manchester again. You know, because subconsciously even, you don't do it deliberately necessarily, when you're so far ahead and so have that supremacy, you can just take your foot off the gas and you can allow a team back in. So I think these two goals very important after the Maidenhead one, just to refocus and just to state again that, yeah, we're bossing this, we're winning this, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And they're going to do it with something to spare here. Thompson, who's got a couple of goals himself. I think the other thing that will please them, of course, is they've shared the goals round as well. 5 different scorers so far. And even Maidenhead's goal was a deflected effort, might be given to Lant, but did take a big deviation off one of the Manchester players. Here's Adebofor and Thompson. Oh, good ball. Richardson now. A bit of space, which has been a rarity for Maidenhead. They've manoeuvred the ball pretty well. Is it damage limitation for them now? Goal difference might come into it. They had +8 before this. Manchester's just ahead of them by having that +9, but now they're going up and giving their goal difference a real boost. However, chance for Maidenhead. Good defending though to snuff out the danger. (6-1) to the home side in an absorbing game, but hasn't been a close one. It's been a case of Manchester beginning as if to assert themselves, and they just kept on going and kept on going. They had the odd little blip, but generally very good, as that one is smashed over by Harry Tozer, who's averaged a goal a game in the league. Wanted to keep that average going. Oh, help forward well. Thompson controls on a hat-trick, remember. Links up with Adebofor, who wants his second of the game. Didn't quite come off for Manchester as we come towards the midway point of what's been a fascinating, intriguing second half. It was 4-0 at half-time, remember, so Maidenhead have done better, and they really genuinely thought they might get back into it when it was 4-1, but since we've had a couple of further goals for the team in the Blue Tops. Remember, we've still got a 4:30 game to look forward to, live on YouTube, exclusive and uninterrupted from the National Cycling Centre in Tier 2 North. Manchester in action again. It's Manchester B versus Liverpool, so an M62 derby. That should be a really decent contest, as this has been, as this is ushered back for Chadwick. No clean sheet, couldn't do much about the goal, but he's had a quiet afternoon overall. He's done well, and he's also, I'm sure, enjoyed the achievements of the outfield players in front of him. Can't call it a field, but you know what I mean. Old habits die hard. Adebofor. Netovic scored in the first half. Pops up. All showing good fitness levels, these players. So intense, isn't it? Can't let your mind wander for a moment. Thompson gathers the ball and the keeper saves. Well, He's really keen to get this hat-trick, Scott Thompson. He's had opportunities to do so, but very good goalkeeping. And it had to be, because he belted that one, did Thompson. Nothing came from the resulting set piece. Unatovic for Edge, who's controlled the game in the second half. They have brought on their sub-keeper, Maidenhead. Tom Dutton, who started the other games, but Ben Lazarus got the nod and did really well, I thought, in the first half, actually. Otherwise, they would have scored more than the 4. Don't think there's going to be much let up from Manchester. They want more goals. They've introduced Kai Bone for Chadwick. So both teams with different keepers now. It's been action-packed. Forward by Tappin, intended pass for Jacob Evans, the number 31. 1 goal in 2 league appearances. This is his 3rd now. That evades Stapleton, who's again impressed. Scored the 5th goal. Sure what Evans was trying there. Edge has a breather. And there won't be any respite though, because such a talented squad at Manchester's disposal. Whoever comes on is going to create problems. Good save to stop Jake Barnes in his tracks. Well, we're seeing Lazarus do it in the first half, and we're seeing Dutton, his replacement, do it in the second. And is there a set piece here for Manchester? Yes, an infringement. Just over 8 minutes remaining of this Tier 1 contest. Manchester 6-1 to the good, strutting their stuff with swagger, with style, with elan, and with some really good passing sequences. Stapleton, well, he's capable of finding the top corner from there, but it was always rising. Evans being prominent of late. Thompson all the way back for his keeper. Stapleton gathers, showing his range of passing. Good creative player, Stapleton. Thompson, Stapleton again, flicks it away, and he thunders one against the bar. 3rd time they've hit the woodwork now in this game. First in the second half, Stapleton. Oh, it was a divine flick. It was sumptuous, sublime work down the right. Such silky skills, and then he had the power with the shot, just too high. Still reverberating, it's still shaking the crossbar from the ferocity of that drive from Stapleton. But Maidenhead now at the other end, and they've got a second. Good work that by Jacob Evans, just after Manchester had hit the bar through Stapleton. It's the number 31 who got free down the left, drew the keeper and found the back of the net. They've been much better in the second half. It's Manchester 6, Maidenhead 2. So they're avoiding an embarrassing scoreline, and that was well taken. Evans has done well, actually. He was just starting to get a few touches on the right side, popped up on the left and scored the goal. And that's how quickly it can change in futsal. Stapleton hits the bar at one end and then they concede just a few seconds later. Good to see Salim Karimi come on, number 14. Well, 7 minutes and only takes a few seconds to score, so Maidenhead will, if they can't come back, completely, they'll still want to see if they can win the second half. At the moment, they're 2-2 since the interval. And here's another shot, this time into the side netting from James Grant. Another high-energy fixture, played in good spirit. Had the odd yellow card, challenges flying in, but good attitude and application levels, industry from both sets of players. And yeah, they are having the best spell of the game now at Maidenhead. And you have to salute their character. The fact they've not given up, even though the odds in the scoreline has been against them. Kept plugging away, shown some heart. Help back for Maidenhead, and now Barnes. Oh, and here's the effort from Reducio King, number 11 entering the fray. Start of the last home game, the number 11 coming off the bench. Just over 6 to go. Don't think there's too much doubt about the outcome, but might not be as convincing as we thought it'd be at one stage. Foul by Philip Lant as Jan Maivold went down. He's had scoring success in the League Cup as well, Maivold. Edge for King. Edge again. Won it back though, Maidenhead. Haven't given up the ghost. But they need to find 4 goals somehow in less than 6 minutes of play. Carter. Past King. Carter gets it back. It could be a third. Sliding challenge. Was it a fair one? Yes, that's brilliant defending. Well, he did ultimately foul him, but the first challenge from Maivold was superb because Carter was setting himself to make it 3 for Maidenhead. But what an initial tackle that was. Sometimes it's not just about spectacular goals and forward play, even saves. You have to appreciate a good tackle. It was a brilliant challenge that, but then he blotted the copybook a little bit by getting onto his feet and fouling him afterwards. So it is a free kick. Maidenhead had been a different team in this second half. So often the way, isn't it? Free kick for the visitors, and it's wide from Carter. Just snatched at that, pulled the trigger, but pulled the ball adjacent to the upright. That was a good chance. Well, since they got the second goal, Maidenhead have been the better. Edge. And they just need to weather this particular storm to Manchester, and they will be clinching the points. King. Edge. Tries his luck, but well wide. Maivold. Here they come again. King. Well, he had options left and right. Edge to his left was howling for the ball, and Maivold was there again. He tried to pick out the corner. End-to-end action. Should probably be one of the strap lines of the futsal series, shouldn't it? Because that is so often the case, more so than the game that's played on the green grass. Lant. Oh, good challenge that by King now out of Beaufort. Edge. If you're looking for a player of the match, he'd have to be up there, Jordan Edge. Certainly a contender, even though he's not got a goal. Maivold away by Maidenhead, but time is running out for them, even though they've been much improved Oh, good turn from King, but equally good goalkeeping. Like a rabbit out the traps there was the keeper, Tom Dutton, to deny the Manchester attacker. Good to hear the words of encouragement from the touchline, just to give you an insight into what their mindset is and how the players are reacting. Edge. More attempts to bamboozle the opposition. Lissington with the free kick. Maidenhead set to suffer their first defeat of the league campaign. Still plenty of time to put it to rights. They will find themselves 3 behind Manchester in the standings after this result is confirmed. But how big will be the margin of victory? I think that's the only issue to be resolved in these remaining 3.5 minutes. Oh, could have been 7 for Sam Richardson, but Dutton foils him. He's done well since coming on, the number 15 in goal. But Richardson has made a few little cameos. He's prepared his team so well for this one, and they have come up trumps when it's really mattered. Two sides who've started the campaign brimming with goals, confidence and positive results, but it's Manchester who are getting the job done here. Diogo Luz doesn't get that decision. Adebofor will leave it for Unatovic, 2 of the scorers in the first half. Different type of goals. Unatovic. Adebofor's run into the middle. Oh, he tries a cheeky flick. Impudent. Didn't quite execute it for Richardson. But nice to have that creativity and that in your locker to try it. Haven't had a timeout in the second half. No real need. Quite happy just to stroke the ball around here, Manchester, let the clock tick away. Unatovic couldn't quite keep that one. Curled a shot against the post, wouldn't have counted if he found the net. Just trickled over the perimeter, despite his best attempts to keep it in. Oh, good effort there from the number 22, Diogo Luz, but positioning good from keeper Kaibo. Richardson showing the experience and poise on the ball you'd expect. We thank everyone for tuning in to our live broadcast. Another one to come. Make sure you stay for that. Manchester hoping for another double. They're certainly turning this place into a fortress of futsal, aren't they? They've both got wins, Manchester and Manchester B. We were last here. A double against Loughborough. This time, the first team beating Maidenhead, and the second team take on Liverpool. What should be a classic coming up later on. Here's Unatovic, slots the pass, should be 7, no, keeper saves. Very good again from Dutton, and almost grab one on the breakaway. Decent counter. Evans has already scored in this second half. Just put the cap on it, wouldn't it, if they could bag a 7th. But hats off to Maidenhead for making more of a game of it since really they conceded the fourth in the first half. 4-0 at the break, and they've shared 4 goals, these teams, since we got back underway. So 4 in each half, another riveting, dramatic game of futsal, with Manchester racing into the lead through a howitzer, an absolute trailblazer of an effort from Jeffrey Adebafor. Blasted it high into the corner. Then some really good creativity, excellent cross-come shots for Unatovic and Thompson twice. Maidenhead got one back after the break, but Manchester had hit the woodwork in the first half on 3 occasions, did so again in the second. Got 5 and 6 through Stapleton and Richardson, Chief Richardson. Edge with 2 assists, who's been superb, but Maidenhead did get one back to make it 6-2 through Jacob Evans. Been further chances for both teams in an absorbing affair. Good tackle Unatovic. Thompson, can he get a hat-trick? Thompson forced out wide, that's good. Following of the ball and the man by Carl Tappin at the back for Maidenhead, playing out the final minute. Oh, good vision, and then a decisive strike from Stapleton, but he saves low to his right that time. Does Dutton. Made important stops in the second half, and now Tappin forward from the back. Plays the pass, he wants it back from Tozer, and at least Maidenhead ending the game on the front foot. Oh, that's Evans wanting another goal. Having been on the score sheet outside of the boot, but final seconds of the contest, and Manchester, well, they've not coasted to victory by any means in the second half, but the job was really done in the first. I put the gloss on it with a couple of further goals. And now it's Reducio King, and they nearly got one in the last seconds, but more sterling work by Dutton. And that is that. Manchester victorious by 6 goals to 2. A really comprehensive performance. 4-0 up at the break. Maidenhead made more of a game of it in the second half, but they can't argue with the result. They lose their unbeaten record. Manchester still without defeat. Another dominant victory. They've beaten Maidenhead by 6 goals to 2.
Manchester, we really appreciate it. We have game 2 coming right up here. Manchester Futsal Development taking on Liverpool Futsal Club. That game will kick off at 20 past 4. Please stay with us. We turn attention now to our second game here at the National Cycling Centre. Manchester Football Club Development taking on Liverpool Futsal Club. That game will kick off as close to 20 past 4.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get stoned. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get stoned. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky.
Okay, we are looking forward to our second game here this afternoon at the National Cycling Centre. Manchester Futsal Development taking on Liverpool. That game will kick off at 25 past 4. 25 past 4 kick-off. The FA National Futsal Series Tier 2 North.
We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky.
Okay, we are getting closer to kick off here at the National Cycling Centre. Manchester Futsal Development taking on Liverpool Futsal in the North West Derby. Okay, our players are preparing themselves in the tunnel. We are closer to kick-off here now at the National Cycling Centre. Manchester, please show your appreciation for today's teams, Manchester Futsal Development and Liverpool Futsal Club.
Welcome back to the National Cycling Centre, our second live stream of the day. It's Manchester B versus Liverpool in Tier 2 North. First of all, 2 minutes silence for fallen heroes on Remembrance Sunday.
Thank you very much, Manchester.
Perfectly observed, an emotional day, Remembrance Sunday. Now onto the futsal. Part 2 of our live streaming service on YouTube from the National Cycling Centre. We've already seen 8 goals in the first match in the top tier. Manchester beating Maidenhead 6-2. How will their B team do in Tier 2 North against Liverpool? Always a rivalry between Manchester and Liverpool. So the Manchester squad, Kay and Ali Shah the keepers, Logan, Lucas, Hacking, Lyndall, Barton, Lampkin, Wee, Baker, Holden and Williams. For Liverpool, Bass, Morris, Smith, Yamamoto, Babe, who's also assistant coach, Blake, Froggatt, Ngoma, the captain, Pereira, Sandham, Stevens and Chris Williams. Liverpool in their white tops and shorts with red socks, Manchester in their blue tops and shorts and white socks. These teams with varying fortunes so far, which we can discuss a little bit later on. Remember, 2 halves of 20 minutes with the stop clock. The action should be fast-paced and absorbing, I'm sure. Kenna and Ngoma going through the pre-match rituals with his opposing skipper. Will it be double delight for Manchester? Good to see respect for the referees. Edge, who played earlier on. Matthew Barton there and Cameron Hacking to get us back underway. But no numbers confirmed from Manchester, so I'm going with the list from the last game when they won here against Loughborough. Certainly Lyndall was very prominent, Darnell, Lelandal in that one, and they've got the ball where they want it straight away, but pouched well by the Liverpool keeper and trying to release Ramin Babai, the number 10, but over goes Hacking to take this one for his team. Manchester into the feet. Maiwong. Of course, there are a few players doubling up. Jacob Tohill, the number 18, stroking the pass for Leylandal. Definitely got the ability to do some damage, the number 12, with those pink stroke purple boots. Pictures being taken. Will there be headlines to go with the pictures here? What a drive that is from Tohill. Really got the laces through that, the number 18. Belting it in towards goal. It's a good save. Really top goalkeeping, and it had to be by Tom Blake between the posts for Liverpool. That's smart shot stopping. Saw the fly to the ball and put it to safety, but Manchester on the front foot. However, could be a chance here for Liverpool, and it's the opening goal, and what a strike from Kenna and Ngoma, the captain, leading by example. 2 goals so far this season, wearing the armband with pride and with passion, and a really good strike, crisp and true, right into the top corner. No chance for the keeper, and it's Liverpool who strike first in this big game against Manchester at the National Cycling Centre. And that was a very, very good piece of finishing indeed. Smashed in, and it's Liverpool who have the lead. And Ngoma, well, grinning from ear to ear after he hit that, and another effort over the bar. But, well, dream start. Will there be a reaction? connect with Ramin Babai. And Kenna Ngoma, his third goal of the season. Oh, and almost an OG there. Well, just a lapse of concentration. We saw his shooting ability moments ago at one end of the pitch, and then he's just put it behind for a corner. Could have been worse. I think Tom Blake might have been wrong-footed, but it's a decent riposte this from Manchester to going behind. And just trying to restore parity more or less straight away. Well, it was the perfect strike of the football, rather like we saw in the first game with the Manchester first team, and a stunning hit from Jeffrey Adebayor. But Liverpool's number 7, Kenna Ngoma, did exactly the same thing with his effort. They have had chances to score, but it is, despite the scorebug bottom left, it is Liverpool who took the lead, and they are strutting their stuff here. Played by Matthew Best, the number 6. It's over the other side of the pitch, and maybe it's the Manchester number 4 who can do some damage. But Tohill did have a good chance on the ball at the moment before Liverpool took the lead, and then an effort from Cameron Hacking. Blasted in, but good goalkeeping. And Liverpool, Chris Williams in goal there, did well to repel the drive, but shots have been coming in at him. Good work by Liverpool again, and they should have had a second. Was played into the feet of Matthew Best by Ramin Babai. Matty Best, nearly on the mark. Keeper came out and saved well. Best looking for his second goal in 4 appearances, and here he is now with a header. Flashed wide. Well, the chances are coming at both ends. Ali Shah in goal for Manchester, who trail by 1-0, despite having opportunities. Referee having a stern word. And it remains 1-0 to Liverpool. Back for the figure of Jake Morris, who actually seems to be wearing the armband. We were told it would be Kenna Ngoma, who has captained the team in the past 3 times this season, but yeah, just looks to be the number 5 with 5 goals in 3 appearances. Jake Morris wearing the number 5. He'd love to get another, and it's Liverpool who lead. Kenna Ngoma giving them the ideal opening to the contest. Manchester had it all their own way in the first game, the first team, but the Bees need to respond. They have had opportunities, but they found Chris Williams in good form in the Liverpool goal, helped by Lewis Lampkin, the number 3 for Manchester B, making another appearance. Leland Dahl will leave this one. Early stages, stunning early goal as well, but promises to be an exciting game. I think Liverpool next facing Bolton B. It's Tier 2 North clash at the National Cycling Centre. Good results this season, 9 points in 4th after 4 games, won 3, lost 1 Liverpool, beat East Riding 7-6, Leicester 6-1, Team Sunderland 5-4 away before defeat to Birmingham 2-1. But 3 wins out of 4, pretty good, and they've started this game very impressively. Clinical from Kenner and Goma. And here's a ball played through for the Manchester B number 12, but a difficult one, and Williams is out there. Oh, given away. Will they be punished? No, recovered. It's a good way to atone for your error from Yota Yamamoto. Gave the ball away, but had the presence of mind and the determination and attitude and character to make amends for his error. Exactly what he did, as this one flashes in from an unlikely angle, but this time I don't think there was a saver as he tipped it wide. He's been busy, hasn't he? Number 15 in goal for Liverpool, Chris Williams. There's another shot, and it's pulled wide from close range. More good defending from Yamamoto, just sowed the seed of doubt in the mind, I think, of Darnell Lelendal. Yamamoto for Morris. Oh, that's nicely worked. Could be another here for Liverpool. They're definitely in the mood to get an away win here. They've come here, they've settled into the game, they look sharp. There's a togetherness and a well-drilled organisation about this outfit for sure. Held up well. Official signals a decision given the way of Liverpool. Of course, the armbands, you'd think, being worn because it's Remembrance Sunday, so perhaps Ngoma is the captain, and it's some of them are wearing the armbands. But anyway, we'll try and get that cleared up. The most important statistic from Liverpool's point of view, despite a few issues with the scoreboard, apologies for that, it is Liverpool. If you joined us late and you support them, don't worry about what the scoreline says. It is actually 1-0 to your team, and a really good goal as well from Ngoma. But Manchester have looked capable of getting back on terms on more than one occasion, but the keeper's done brilliantly. Again. Number 12 looking particularly sharp. And mentioned Liverpool's results so far. Got down 9-3 at Bolton in the Cup, but Manchester B have been more mixed, you would say. Some of their scorelines. Their first win was against Birmingham, 8-7. Defeats to East Riding 7-4, Bolton B 2-1, Trent Valley 14-6. But a big win against Birmingham. Then they followed that up, didn't they, with a very important victory in the game we showed live against Loughborough B. So that was back-to-back wins, really good for them. Got them into 6th place. Next at Bristol in the Bristol Welsh in the Cup, Team Sunderland as well to look forward to. Just to give you a little bit of context going into this match, which has been enjoyable fare so far, but it's Liverpool who got the goal, even though Manchester have had plenty of the chances. Had nearly 7 minutes of playing time. Timeouts are available if required. Oh, breakaway and just wide. That was so close to number 2 on the counter. Keeper came out. He just about caused a nuisance for Sean Pereira, who's got 2 goals so far this term, and he might have had another one Connor Sandham's on as well, as Liverpool switch things up, but now it's with Ching Wei Long, who's entered proceedings, the Manchester B number 20. And also out there is Ben Holden. There's Liverpool still leading by the only goal. Big surprise we haven't had several opportunities. Manchester pressing hard for the equalising goal. Good standard this in Tier 2 North. And decided not to try and touch it, Holden. For Manchester, Ali Shah, the keeper, leaves the ball. It's been interesting, edge of the seat entertainment so far. Always so full of ideas and invention, innovation, the teams in this futsal series. Good to hear the encouragement from the sidelines as well, from teammates and from the coaches, getting those messages across. Just over 12 minutes remaining of the first period. It's a slender advantage for Liverpool. Way. Sticks the boot out. Felt he should have got the decision. Ching Wei Long. Morris gets it back from the goal scorer, and Goma. What a glorious strike it was. Couldn't have hit it better. Seems a long time ago, the goal, but they're hunting for more. Sandham. Jake Morris. We've talked about his scoring pedigree. And Goma. Good passing football from Liverpool, pinging them around. Oh, he goes for glory again. This time hits it low, and Goma. He wanted to double his tally, saved by the knees of Ali Shah in goal, who watched it whiz along the ground and foiled Manchester on that occasion. Well, Kenner and Goma. His goal separates the sides. He almost got another there. Sandham. And again. Ball by Williams, who's helped his team no end with his agility and ability to make those crucial saves. Morris. With Sean Pereira beavering away in front of him. Pereira, who just couldn't guide his shot inside the post moments ago. So they have had further opportunities to add to their lead, Liverpool. They'll be happy with 1-0 at the moment. Little back heel and a good effort, left-footed by Jake Morris. Approaching the midway point of this half. Goma. And Sandham again. Plenty of touches. They're making Manchester chase the ball. Goma and Morris, two key players for Liverpool. Now, breakaway for Manchester, and it's wide. Oliver Baker, the number 7, pulled the trigger, racing forward, had time to consider, maybe too much time. And this time Williams not required to make the save. And it's Baker again. Playing the pass into Noah Lucas. Liverpool with their tails up in the lead, but Manchester have charged at them at times. Lampkin. And now Matthew Barton, the captain. Good from Manchester. Barton again. Lampkin. A good sliding challenge. And Goma, they look sharp on the break. Save made by Raza Ali Shah, the Manchester number 1. But here's the Liverpool number 5, Jake Morris. He seems to be the heartbeat of the team. He's the engine room and also the stroker of the passes. Sandham have to have a very fluid formation, of course. You've got to be comfortable in all different roles at the back, the midfield area, out wide, and also getting those goals. Really got to be interchangeable and versatile. Everyone's a utility player, I guess. Both teams having chances. 1-0 to Liverpool. And Goma, the deadlock breaker, and he did it in stylish fashion. Just over 8 minutes remaining of a fascinating first half of futsal at the National Cycling Centre in Tier 2 North. It's Liverpool who have the lead, and they're going well this season. I think that is a whistle to signify a timeout. Are entitled to one in each half, so the board's out. Liverpool head coach David Connor, his assistant's actually a player, Ramin Babai, the number 10, so they're getting the words over for Manchester B. It's Ryan Williams, assisted by Jans Crummins, who played for the first team earlier. Simon Wright is the team manager in a non-coaching role. That signals the end of the timeout. Ben Holden, strong on the ball, the number 18. I'll have the shirt numbers confirmed now, so apologies if there were some incorrect ones in the early part of the game. But we've only just been handed the official team sheet, and some of the numbers have changed from the last match, although I think we got most of them right, so apologies for that. And it is Liverpool, we can confirm, who lead by a 1-0. And Goma with a brilliant hit in the very first chapter of this particular futsal story. Will there be more twists and turns to come? You expect so. Manchester really having to dig deep here. They have played some good stuff, just haven't found a way through yet. Two fine keepers on show. Foul on Connor Sandham. Back by Best. It's been that sort of game so far for Manchester. That header, attempted cushioned header, too much on it, and it drifted out. Stevens for Liverpool. That one guided up towards Ewan Smith, the number 11. Under 7 minutes left. They'd love to go into the interval with that advantage. They'd like it to be a larger one. The flick didn't quite come off from Smith. And now Lampkin for Holden. No one goes behind. Good hassling and harrying from Ben Stevens, the Liverpool number 8, who are in the box seat with the lead. Out comes Williams again. He's been exemplary, the goalkeeper in his yellow outfit. This one left for Holden. Lewis Lampkin, the Manchester number 2. Holden. The whistle goes though, and that's music to the ears of the Liverpool players, who've taken well to the National Cycling Centre so far. They'll be really pleased with their work in the opening 20-minute period, which has 6 minutes left of it. Good energy about the game, and effervescence and ebullience of youth. Lelandal's just been given some words of advice. I think he's about to come back on. We know he's well capable of holding his team level with his sharp shooting and silky skills. But it's Liverpool just stroking the ball around with competence and confidence, and some certainty that they're going to create more chances. That just went out. Matthew Best trying to get something going for his team. Jack Woodward with you for all the action from these 2 live streams today. Our pleasure to be with you. Manchester winning the first in Tier 1. Excellent performance, 5 different scorers as they saw off Maidenhead 6-2. But in this Tier 2 North game, Manchester B currently 1 down to rivals Liverpool. Raza Ali Shah, who's made big saves to keep his team interested. I feel the next goal in this contest will be absolutely vital, as Aaron Logan is replaced. Matthew Barton's back on. So too is Ching Wei, as is Darnell Lelandal, the number 12. Wants this one back, but it goes past him to Barton. Chin Wei available square. Having a good little spell of possession here with Ryan Williams, who was talking before the game. Lelandal, too much power on that. Smashes into the advertising hoarding. MH goals. Can Manchester find a goal before the break? Was in a good position, was Lelandal there. Didn't quite make the most of it. Maybe caught in 2 minds as to whether to shoot or cross, perhaps. Back with Ali Shah. Nothing he can do to prevent Ngoma's goal. And Liverpool again. Oh, so close to number 2 on the counter. Keeper came out, but it's wide of the target. And that could be a big moment in this one. Liverpool with a golden opportunity to make it 2-0, but wasn't taken, much to the relief of those in blue. Chin Wei sliding in to good effect was Matthew Best. They've had to show tenacity and resilience as well as forward flat in this one. Liverpool, we had 8 goals in the earlier game. Not sure we're going to get as many in this one. There has been the potential for further scoring action, but again, that one smashed in low, I think, by Williams towards Darnell Lelandar, but it wasn't Darnell the deadly on that occasion. Came at too much pace to him, Williams. But Ben Stevens mops up. Chinway showing an enthusiasm to win the ball back for his team. Back by Stevens and gets it back. Lelandar doing some defending this time, trying to usher it back to his keeper Ali Shah, and just about succeeding in doing so. Nicely shepherded. Lelandar, good turn and pass. Oh, and there's Williams trying his luck, and it's tipped onto the bar. Thought that was going to balloon in. Tried his luck there. Keeper tried to catch it, just spilled out of his gloves and ended up hitting the crossbar. It looped awkwardly, and for one awful moment, Chris Williams must have thought that was going to dip under the bar. Thankfully for him, it hit the frame of the goal, and no damage done, and he makes the save there. They've led a charmed life at times, not least just seconds ago. Up the other end though, and Raza Ali Shah able to deal with that. Well, it's gripping, high quality drama this, even though we've only seen the one goal. There's a little back heel, and the shot flashes wide. Maybe took a deflection, it did indeed. Both teams have had good waves of attacking pressure. Now with Babai. Oh, and that nearly ricocheted in. It was like a pinball machine for a moment there, pinging about that penalty area. And Raza Ali Shah will be thrilled it didn't just trickle into his net. 5 p.m. on a Sunday evening, on Remembrance Sunday at the National Cycling Centre. Saw 8 goals in the first game. We just had one in this first half of Manchester beat on Liverpool, and it was scored by Liverpool's Kenna Ngoma. Manchester have hit the bar. Both keepers have made very good saves. But a low-scoring first 20. Lelandar brought that one down, but Stevens was alert to the situation. Taken short for Lelandar. He tried to find a way past the keeper, but did well again, Chris Williams. He deserved his little bit of luck, actually, didn't he, from that long-range shot that he couldn't handle and looped onto the bar, because apart from that, he's been exemplary. Williams. Now, Barton towards Lelandar. Time running out, though, for Manchester in this first half. They've been purposeful and vibrant at times, but just no golden touch as yet. Lelandar. For Matthew Barton. Again, it's through for Williams. Approaching the last minute of a first period that's ebbed and flowed, but generally has flown by. Such has been the ability of both teams to string passing movements together and test the respective goalkeepers. Chinway. Matthew Best. Apologies for a little bit of blue language that might have just crept in. sport that means so much to the players and coaches. Just occasionally, in the heat of the battle, they drop in the odd word that we'd rather they didn't use, but that's live broadcast for you. Is there one final chance for either team at the end of an exciting, at times enthralling first half? But there has been the tactical element too, and you have to admire the good goalkeeping and defending, the well-timed challenges, as well as some of the football play, but only one goal. But what a goal from Kenneth and Goma of Liverpool. With Yamamoto and Froggatt combining into the arms of the Manchester keeper. Difficult one to control that for Oliver Baker, but it's the Liverpool number 7 whose goal separates the teams. I think that's going to be the only goal we see, unless there's something special in the closing seconds. Last chance for Manchester to create something. Oh, they've lost out here though, and the shot flashes wide from Sean Pereira. He's already scored twice this season, and he looked to do what Ngoma did and find the corner of the net. Couldn't do so at the end of the half, and Ngoma did at the start, and that's why Liverpool have the advantage at the break. Kenneth Ngoma's goal separates the teams. It was a stunning hit. Both teams had chances in what was an end-to-end first half of futsal. But at half-time at the National Cycling Centre in Tier 2 North, it's Manchester v 0, Liverpool 1. Back underway for the second half, and a huge half for both of these outfits. It's Liverpool who lead by 1-0 going into this remaining 20 minutes at the National Cycling Centre. Kenner, cool, classy and clinical, with a brilliant finish in the early stages, and that's the only goal so far. It's remarkable, really. We haven't seen further scoring action. Such has been the excellence of both teams. They've been creative, they've been always trying to make things happen. But yeah, it's set up really well, this. Manchester have shown a determination to restore parity, but they've come up against a brick wall, with Liverpool changing their keeper at the start of the half, and they do have an early opportunity to attack, perhaps, with Ngoma available. Clever, astute little back heel. Lelandal trying to win it back, but it's knocked towards Ngoma by Jake Morris, who does look a class act, so commanding and authoritative when he's on the ball. By the way, if you thought Ngoma looked particularly happy to score, it is because he used to play for Manchester. So up against his old club, it often happens like that. Thanks to Ronnie Johnson, the chairman, for pointing that out, who's tuned in. Sure, very proud of the lads so far. He was saying it's nervous to watch it, though, and I'm sure it is in your capacity. But welcome along wherever you may be. It's our absolute pleasure and privilege to provide these live streams, helping to showcase what is a terrific sport. It really is, and any publicity we can give it is welcome. It never disappoints, and it isn't always about scoring, you know, 5-4s, 6-5s, although this could be that scoreline. Excellence of goalkeeping as well, but sometimes you just have to admire the way they apply themselves in the game. And this is finely poised, this. Liverpool with the advantage at the moment. But it's Noah Lucas wearing the number 6, linking up with Lelandal. They've restricted him so far, but he's run forward. What a save with the right boot by the sub-keeper, Tom Blake, right into the action. And that was destined to go into the corner. Lelandal well capable of finding the back of the net from any sort of area. And he's used his right boot as Tom Blake. And I thought Chris Williams was brilliant in the first half, made outstanding saves right throughout it. And Tom Blake there was astute, watchful, knew exactly where his goal was, and he was able to divert it away, and nothing came from the resulting set piece. Now it's through for Babai, oh, and it's almost bundled in by Jake Morris, who popped up. He was ready to not add that into the net, and the themes continued from what we saw before the break of really scintillating action, excellent futsal. Lelandal denied by the alertness of Tom Blake, and then Liverpool were at the end, and Morris almost making it 2-0. But they've negotiated the opening exchanges of the second half, Liverpool, with their lead intact. Oh! Lelandal tries a curler, looking to find the top corner that Ngoma found in the first half. Here is the goal scorer, Ngoma, shielding the ball, showing strength, shouting in disappointment at the officials is Lewis Lampkin. He's got to be a bit careful there. They don't stand for that. You've got to accept the decision of the official. It's all part of his learning curve as a young man. Have to respect authority. Whistle blown and we're back underway. Oh, that's nice, and slotted in, and they've got a second goal. It's Sean Pereira, the Gibraltar under-19 player, who finds the back of the net. Ramin Babai, who's played professionally in Iran. Well, that was a professional pass, slotted it over, and there was Pereira to make it 2-0. For Liverpool. They've got breathing space. You always want the buffer, that insurance, the cushion of a second goal in a game like this, and that's what they got. Really nicely played. It's Babai's assist, Pereira's finish, Liverpool 2 to the good, and that will settle any of those jangling nerves, I think. Here's a save. Well, he's been busy already. It's his second good stop. Tom Blake with it. And very astutely done. So, advantage double. Good, calm finishing. It was anyone's guess, actually, who would get the next game. It's been so even. Manchester will be disappointed their play hasn't yielded a goal or two. exhilarating spectacle futsal, and it can change so quickly. Leland Dahl, well, if his shot had gone in, it might be very different. Tries his luck again, it just hasn't been his afternoon, despite his best efforts so far. He's given it absolutely everything. Good game, this. And still there for Manchester if they can keep plugging away. Another one though, high wide and not handsome at all. But he's not afraid to shoot, Leland Dahl. And he perhaps looks like he might be the most likely scorer. But Ngoma early in the first half, Pereira early in the second. You can sense the confidence oozing now for Liverpool as Jake Morris nearly played it in for number 3, but at the other end of the pitch, Lampkin trying to knock it in, and Ngoma, rapid left foot, he takes a deflection and nearly spanned past Raza Ali Shah, but he was able to repel. Now the run made by Ben Holden, but it's Liverpool who are holding a 2-0 lead. Are the 2 goals going to be enough to chalk up what would be a really impressive, memorable and welcome victory for them? They're looking good in this early part of the futsal campaign. Approaching mid-November, you want to be in a healthy position, and that's exactly where they are. Leland Dahl for Manchester, and then Aaron Logan on the burst, but good work by Yamamoto, and Liverpool coming good again. It's wide. Well, he was waiting for the pass, I think, and hoping for the pass. Ramin Babai didn't come towards him, and well, mightily relieved Raza Ali Shah between the posts for Manchester. I'm not sure he would have got that. Good trickery for Ramin Babai. And well, couldn't have gone better for the visitors in the big M62 derby. Always something special in the air when Manchester play Liverpool, such is the rivalry in the northwest. And here at the National Cycling Centre, it's Liverpool who are in a great position to go on and get a 4th win out of 5 in the National Futsal Series Tier 2 North. A very competitive division. Babai stroking the passes with real authority. Best. Babai pops up again, the gifted number 10, who's also the assistant coach, and they can learn so much from him, his wealth of club and international experience. Shouting out in exasperation there, Connor Sandham. The 3rd goal, you'd question whether there'd be any coming back for Manchester B, but at 2, you can easily score a couple of goals in less than a minute in futsal. It's all about getting that momentum, taking your chances when they're there, making the use of the space. Oh, opportunistic from Yota Yamamoto, but back with hacking. There's an effort from range, but hasn't put a foot or a glove wrong. Tom Blake, like Chris Williams in the first half, the keepers union happy. Both made really good saves. Connor Sandham. Well, I don't know if that was a cheeky little shot there. Of course, he can score from angles you maybe wouldn't expect in the outdoors version of the game, and that wasn't the worst of attempts actually from Matthew Best, known as Matty, number 6. say on a knife edge, you'd say that the second goal just made things a little bit more comfortable, but it's the old footballing adage, that cliche, that 2-0 can be just a little bit dangerous. However, you wouldn't expect them to any complacency to set in. They're going for more goals here, Liverpool, clearly. It's the only way you can go in this game. Sandham loses out. Oh, and now it's a good block by Best to foil the attacking intent of Ching Wei of Manchester. Thanks to everyone working on the production, by the way. Excellent camera work, as always. And everyone back at the base making this broadcast possible. Everyone at the National Cycling Centre for their help. All part of the machine promoting this splendid sport of futsal. Now it's with Ben Stevens. Sandham back on his feet, having taken a tumble. Shepherded the ball expertly away from Wei. And here's a shot, a rasping drive as well. Yamamoto keeps it alive. I think it was Ben Stevens there trying his luck. Yamamoto has really lifted them, that second goal. Just needed the fillip, the tonic of the second, having done a lot of defending, but they do look, both teams look like scoring really, but Manchester firing a blank so far. A lot of that is down to the expertise of the two keepers they've come up against. There's a shot deflected by the Liverpool defender. It was Ryan Williams with the effort. Remember, the clock does stop when the ball's out of play in futsal. 2 20-minute halves, timeouts permitted, 1 in each half. Barton, but again, the door slammed shut in his face by a resilient Liverpool rearguard. They're stubborn, they're obdurate, they're well drilled. It's going to take something special, I think, to find a goal. But if they can get the next one, it's very much game on. Manchester, here's, well, let's see what he was trying there. Matthew Barton didn't quite pull it off though. Yamamoto gets it back. Sandham wouldn't be hurried there, even though they're trying to work hard off the ball to hassle and harry and harangue their opponents, but they won't be phased here, Liverpool. Lovely flick from Sandham. They've stroked the passes beautifully. Sandham tries the effort, didn't quite get the connection he wanted. It's closed down anyway. But not too far from the midway point of the second half, and it's Liverpool. Well, they're bossing the scoreline. You wouldn't say they've dominated the game, but they've done enough, and they've finished well with when they've had to. First was a brilliant individual strike from Kenner and Goma on the goal trail again, and then the second, well worked, good move, good pass from Raman Babai for Sean Luke Pereira to slot in from close range. You wouldn't say the second goal's knocked the stuffing out of Manchester, but it's certainly given the extra lift to Liverpool, who believe they can go on and get this victory. Oh, nicely worked through the middle by Ben Stevens. Matthew Best tried to poke it in, but no way into the net for them on this occasion, and Raza Ali Shah has been beaten early in both halves. The keeper. Barton building from the back. Lampkin, Lelandal wants it. Another good bit of defensive work by Matthew Best, aptly surnamed, with Grafty gets through and the quality he shows. Lampkin with the corner kick, taken too quickly, was it? Or no, he took, yeah, no, actually, I think he took too long, perhaps. Anyway, the decision's given the way of Liverpool, quite happy for the clock to tick away. Yamamoto. Flick didn't come off though. Lampkin on the charge. Oh, is it the post? Will it be bundled in? No. Little bit of luck there for Liverpool. Lewis Lampkin smashing one low against the base of the upright. So close, but Liverpool at the other end. That so often happens as the ball is drilled in by Connor Sandham. But Raza Ali Shah, the keeper, got a touch. Thrilling, gripping fair. At one end, shot against the post for Manchester. They just can't find that elusive golden moment. And then Shah with a good save at the other end of the field. That's what futsal is all about. That's why can't switch off for 1 second. Somehow, we've only seen the 2 goals. Manchester will feel they've done everything but score, but they are up against high-class defence. You'd probably say there have been as many chances as you'd expect in a futsal game at this level. Just haven't been the finishes, and the goalkeepers have been particularly good. And not much luck. There's, yeah, been a few players just slipping in the odd word they shouldn't. I think we might have to remind them when they're live throughout the globe next time. Certainly isn't any one individual we pick out there, but you know, it shows they care. But let's hope you didn't pick that up on your effects, Mike. We're bringing the atmosphere, but sometimes you don't want that type of thing. Here's Lelandal. Oh, no, now at the other end should be 3. Oh, brilliant! I love that unselfishness. What a pass! And what a goal for Liverpool. They have the 3rd. Congratulations, celebrations, and the away team are absolutely loving this. What a ball. Unselfish. And there was Ben Stevens. But Ewan Smith can take a large amount of the credit. So many players in that position would have had a shot there, but he decided just to angle it over for Ben Stevens, who made the bursting run, and he had the simplest of tasks to sweep it home majestically, and that's what he did. 3-0 to Liverpool as the referee awards a free kick. But yeah, the assists have been really good in this game. But that was one of the best you'll see. Ewan Smith, it was a really good move up to that point, but you thought the number 11, also a Gibraltar under-19 player, by the way. We mentioned earlier that Pereira, the scorer of the second, represented them at youth level as the shot comes in. But, well, how about that? So, I don't know, our older viewers might remember a certain Teddy Sheringham laying off a chance for Alan Shearer in Euro 96 for England in a demolition of Holland in the group phase. That was a famous assist and goal, but for me that was every bit as good from Ewan Smith to put it on a plate for Ben Stevens, who gobbled up his chance. What a day this is proving for Liverpool at the cycling centre. Action at both ends, but it's been Liverpool showing that cutting edge when they've needed it. 3 different scorers, and I mean, it's a tough scoreline for Manchester, really. Liverpool, you wouldn't say an overall play had been 3 goals better, but that's what this game's about. You've got to stick it in the net. Here he is again. It's that combination again. It nearly yielded another goal. Ewan Smith, once more. He's really got good communication levels with Ben Stevens, hasn't he? Further out this time, and the save was made, but it was nearly Another goal for Liverpool and another one for Stevens. Well, their day is just getting better and better and better. Smith's assist, Stevens' goal. We have Babai's assist for Pereira's goal earlier on in this half, and early on in the game, at the beginning of the first half, Kennett and Goma with a brilliant solo strike. Hard to see a way back for Manchester B, but you just never know. The picture can alter rapidly. Yamamoto just went over the edge of the pitch. Well, we had a big home win earlier in the first of our live streams in the top tier. Manchester seeing off Maidenhead 6-2, but it's going the opposite way. This tier 2 North fixture, Liverpool 3 to the good. And, well, Manchester brought on their replacement keeper and lending himself James Kay as an outfield player. He does like to come forward and help out the rest of the team when he comes on. But, well, at 1-0, Manchester did have chances, couldn't put them away. And Liverpool have exploited any little bits of vulnerability at the back, but it's more been down to the excellence of the attacking play than any mistakes, really. Oh, Yamamoto, he's getting better and better as this game goes on, the number 2. Now, Scott Frogger entering the fray, the number 14. Flurry of substitutes. Ching-Wei. Another good block, this time from Frogger to thwart Ben Holden's drive. Time starting to run out for Manchester. Hoping for an unlikely comeback. They'll feel that they've created enough good chances to suggest they're capable of still getting a result. Ching-Wei dragging that one wide, much to the disappointment of Aaron Logan, who was waiting to try and get a touch on that fiercely hit low cross-come shot. Quality goals from Liverpool, but they know they still have to see this one through. And Goma, captaining the team in responsible fashion. And no better way to do it than break the deadlock with a stunning goal, which is what he did earlier. Holden. Still plenty of industry and energy from Manchester B, despite their plight. Showing a very good attitude, even though it's gone against them. And Goma wanted the pass. Just over 6 minutes for Manchester B to find at least 3 goals. Otherwise, it will be disappointment for them. Kay, the keeper. Got to make sure they don't give the ball away when he's so advanced, but such is the nature of the contest, the fact that they're 3 behind. They've got to chase the game here. They're perhaps going to risk conceding to score. So it's a positive attitude, and here is Kay. Ching-Wei. And Holden. Kay. Will stay forward. Barton gets it back from Kay. And hacking for Barton. Kay edging forward. Remember, no offside in futsal. Oh, they've lost it. That's the danger. That's the risk they take. They accept that. Lost the ball. Kay was off his line in the opposing half, but weren't punished. It's quite refreshing, actually, to see them go for it like this. Kay plays the pass, but it's into the opposing keeper, who tries to score, as you would. Tom Blake, not sure he'd get many goals, so that might have been nice for him, but he's dragged it wide from his own area. Into the final 5 minutes. They don't mind Manchester B having the ball here, Liverpool, because they know their shape, they know their jobs, and time is definitely against their opponents. Okay. And Williams, good block by his opposing number 9, Sean Pereira. His goal came at a vital time early in the second half. Good challenge by Morris. Back goes Cameron Hackey. It's been a really enjoyable day again of futsal at the National Cycling Centre. Looks like it's going to end with an away victory. It began with a home one. And Goma, oh, good skill. Is there a goal at the end of it? Oh, yes, there is. It's another one. And it's another one for Sean Pereira. He's got 2. He's having a whale of a time at the National Cycling Centre. It was brilliantly created. Fantastic work down that right flank. And Pereira said, thank you very much. And that surely is game over and job done for Liverpool. They have been ruthless. They've been clinical when they've had to be. They really have. It was an excellent assist from Jake Morris, who's, we've talked about scoring 5 goals in 3 appearances this season, but that was just classic wing play. Brilliant work to get away from his man, knocked it over, and in the right place at the right time was Sean Pereira, doubling his tally for the season. He got 2 in this previous appearance, he got 2 today, and well, they're running away with this in the second half. Hadn't seen it coming. I mean, Liverpool were good in the first half, they were solid, they did have other chances, but Manchester have had plenty of possibilities of their own, but the difference has been Liverpool have really gone up a notch in terms of finishing and in terms of chance creation in this second half, and their ability to take those chances. 4-0. 2 for Pereira, 1 for Ngoma, and 1 for Ben Stevens. Not that a player of the match is necessarily awarded, but be a few contenders. How about this boy on the ball? Probably go with him, wouldn't you? Jake Morris, although Pereira has got his goals. Babai is, I mean, it's difficult to pick out a Liverpool player. Collectively, they've been so good, and they have been the better team. Manchester might say they haven't necessarily been 4 goals better, but you know, you've got to take your opportunities, and they've taken another one, and that is the pick of the bunch. Brilliant from Ramin Babai. What technique. High hanging ball on the volley, no problem for him. Lashes it home, the assistant coach, star player as well, and that was terrific from the number 10. A brilliant piece of ball striking, low and true, no chance for Manchester to keep that out. And Liverpool have been utterly ruthless, clinical, dominant, and they played with no little style and swagger in the second half as well. Yet another goal, and a 4-goal winning deficit for the Manchester first team earlier on. Could be a 5-goal losing deficit here. And well, they laid the foundations, the platform, if you like, in the first half, and now in the second they've got another one. The keeper was off his line, they committed him forward to help the outfield players, and there's another one from a long way out. I think it was Sean Pereira again completing his hat-trick, but the camera moved so quickly and the action was moving so quickly, but at some point that was bound to happen. And it's a 6th goal for Liverpool, and here's Babai now, and well, they're just swarming all over their opponents, but Kay kept going forward. That's clearly their game plan when they're chasing again, to put him on and to get him to support the outfield players, but they'd served their notice of doing it at Liverpool a few times. And well, just when we were still drooling over the ability and brilliance of Babai getting the 5th, no sooner had they acknowledged him and had just reorganised, and they scored a 6th goal. So, well, this has been a devastating display of finishing from Liverpool in the second half. They couldn't have dreamt of this, really, in what was a very close affair in the opening period. Saw the social media on X as the double shot is blocked, sums up their defending. Excellent, as Lampkin was foiled. Just says, what a goal, Ramin Babai, and I think that sums it up. That's exactly what we were thinking when it came to him. And well, it's hard to keep up with this. And it was indeed Pereira with the long-range finish, completing his hat-trick. And congratulations to him. He'll be after the match ball at full time. He just passed it into the net from his own half, didn't he? After Kay, the keeper, had committed himself forward with them chasing a goal of their own. So it was indeed a hat-trick. Manchester still, hats off to them. Really got to admire their character and their spirit. The fact that they've not given up, they're still going even though the goals have been flying in past them. So applause to everyone, really. It's been another really good day of futsal. Hasn't gone their way, but they'll just have to lick their wounds and go again in the next game. But Liverpool are going to enjoy their Sunday night, no doubt about it. What a way to close off their weekend, and they're still hungry for more, still showing the desire to inflict further woes upon their opponents. But Sean Pereira with a couple of simple finishes, one from long range, a hat-trick for him. Other goals, stunners from Ngoma, the skipper, in the first half, and Ramin Babai in the second. And who got the other one? Ben Stevens. I'm losing count. Yeah, Ben Stevens got one as well. So 6 for Liverpool. A super show under the roof of the Velodrome. Free kick for Manchester, hasn't been their day. Lucas for Lelandal, but such a contrast to what happened earlier when the first team got 6. The Manchester B have conceded 6, but sometimes that's the way it goes. 6-2 in Tier 1 earlier against Maidenhead for Manchester, but the B team in Tier 2 North losing 6-0 to Liverpool. Is there a final goal to round this off? It has been, well, a jubilant Liverpool. They're delighted, but one team's joy is always another's misery in a scoreline like this. 1 goal in the first half, and Ngoma with a brilliant one. 5 in the second, including a Pereira hat-trick. And here now, is Smith, who actually, my favourite moment of the game was when he played the pass unselfishly for Ben Stevens. I thought that was such good play. Oh, what a dribble this is from Sandon. Oh, that's brilliant from the number 12. That would have been the perfect ending for Liverpool. I think it's going to finish at 6. Closing seconds, no time for a Manchester goal. A really tough day for them. A brilliant day for Liverpool. An absolutely stunning win in Tier 2 North. And they now have picked up 4 wins out of 5 games in a brilliant start to the season. Pereira with the second half hat-trick, and Goma in the first half. Babai and Stevens also getting on target in the second. A fabulous display from Liverpool. They brushed aside their Manchester B counterparts. Thanks to you for watching our live streams on YouTube today from the National Cycling Centre as it finishes in this one. Manchester B 0, Liverpool 6. From me, Jack Woodward, goodbye. Enjoy your Sunday night, and thanks for watching.
How'd you get on today? One. Change school. Yeah.